First contact on Proxima. Commander Maya Chen stood at the viewport of the UES Pathfinder, gazing at the rusty red surface of Proxima Centauri V. After 8 years of cryosleep and another 6 months orbiting this distant world, her team had finally discovered something extraordinary. Evidence of artificial structures beneath the planet's northern polar region. Final checks complete, Commander. The shuttle is ready, Lieutenant Raj Patil announced, his voice betraying a hint of excitement despite his professional demeanor. Maya nodded, her dark eyes never leaving the viewport. This is what we came for, Raj. Not just another rock with microbes, but something that might actually answer the question. Are we alone? Raj completed her thought. Were we ever? She corrected. The descent to Proxima's surface took 38 minutes. Maya spent every second reviewing the scans, searching for any detail the AI might have missed. The structure they detected was roughly cylindrical, buried under approximately 40 meters of regolithic ice, and appeared to be composed of materials not native to the planet. Dr. Eliza Washington, the team's exobiologist, fidgeted with her equipment. If this is what we think it is, everything changes. Everything. Keep your expectations in check, Maya cautioned, though her own heart was racing. It could be a natural formation with unusual mineral composition. But it wasn't. 3 hours after landing, their excavation drones uncovered the first definitive evidence of non-human intelligence, a perfectly smooth metallic arch embedded in the rock face, covered with geometric patterns that pulsed with soft blue light when exposed to air. My God, Raj whispered through the comlink. It's responding to our presence. Maya approached the arch cautiously, scanner in hand. These markings aren't random. They're organized in repeated patterns. Wait. Her scanner beeped urgently. Energy readings are spiking. Everyone back to minimum safe distance. The team retreated as the blue light intensified, spreading across the entire face of the arch until it formed a coherent field of energy. Then, without warning, the field parted like a curtain, revealing a dark corridor beyond. It's a door, Dr. Washington stated the obvious. And it just opened for us. Maya made her decision quickly. Washington, Patel, you're with me. Dixon, maintain position outside. And keep the channel open. If we lose contact for more than 15 minutes, return to the shuttle and alert the Pathfinder. The corridor led to a chamber that defied explanation. The walls were lined with what appeared to be computational arrays, all still functioning after what carbon dating would later reveal to be over 50,000 years of dormancy. At the center stood a crystalline pedestal, supporting a hovering geometric object composed of interlocking dodecahedrons that rotated slowly in midair. Some kind of data storage device, Raj suggested, scanning the object carefully. Before Maya could respond, the object pulsed and projected a holographic display that filled the chamber. Star systems, thousands of them, appeared around them in 3 dimensions, with one particular system highlighted. That's Sol, Maya whispered, recognizing Earth's solar system immediately. They knew about us. The display shifted, zooming in on Earth, showing it at different periods in its geological history. Then, abruptly, the hologram vanished, and the chamber darkened. A new presence filled the room. It materialized gradually. A tall, slender figure with iridescent skin and 4 multi-jointed limbs. Its head was elongated with no visible eyes, just smooth carapace where eyes should be. When it spoke, the sound came not from its body, but seemed to form directly in Maya's mind. We are Corvin. We have waited. Maya's training took over. I am Commander Maya Chen of Earth. We come in peace, seeking knowledge. Earth. Dirt. The thought carried amusement. You name your world after soil. It's more complicated than that, Maya began, but the alien continued. We seeded your world before the Great Sleep. Your species was not planned. A fortunate accident. Dr. Washington gasped audibly. Your world was to be a preservation site for biological samples. Then the war came. We entered stasis. Time passed. What war? Maya asked, but already the alien's form was becoming less distinct. Others come, not like us. They search for the keys. Earth is a key. They must not find it first. What keys? Who's coming? Maya demanded. Too late. They approach. The alien's form stabilized momentarily. Your world has value beyond your understanding. The accident that created your species has created something unique. Your adaptability, your technology, your consciousness model. What do you want from us? Maya asked, feeling the weight of representing all humanity in this moment. Alliance. Protection. We offer knowledge. You offer sanctuary. The hegemony must not control Earth. Before Maya could ask more, the alien vanished and the chamber's lights flared brightly. The geometric object on the pedestal disassembled itself and reformed into a smaller device that dropped into Maya's outstretched hand. Commander, Raj's voice was urgent. The scanner is picking up an approaching object. Massive energy signature, decelerating into the system. Maya looked down at the device in her hand, then back to where the alien had stood. We need to get back to the ship. Now. As they raced back to the surface, Eliza grabbed Maya's arm. Commander, if what that being said is true, if Earth was seeded by these Corvins, then we're not alone, and we never were, Maya finished. But more importantly, we may be about to find ourselves in the middle of a conflict we didn't know existed until 5 minutes ago. The shuttle launched with emergency protocols, burning fuel reserves at dangerous rates to reach the Pathfinder quickly. As they docked, Maya watched the long-range scanners confirm what the alien had warned. A massive vessel, clearly artificial, was decelerating toward Proxima Centauri. First contact had just become a potential first conflict. On the bridge of the Pathfinder, Maya faced her senior staff. Options. We can't outrun them, Navigation Officer Keller stated bluntly. Whatever's coming is moving at relativistic speeds with controlled deceleration. Their technology is far beyond ours. Hide, suggested Security Chief Ortega. Where? They'll detect our engine signature, Raj countered. Maya nodded. Then we don't hide. We communicate. She raised the device she'd brought from the underground chamber. And we use what the Corvin gave us. Within hours, the alien vessel entered the system, a massive construction of interlocking rings surrounding a central sphere, measuring nearly 5 kilometers across. It took position in high orbit above Proxima and immediately began scanning. Maya ordered all weapons systems to remain powered down and opened all communication channels. This is Commander Maya Chen of the United Earth ship Pathfinder. We come in peace from the planet Earth on a mission of exploration. For long minutes, there was no response. Then, without warning, the Pathfinder was enveloped in a traction beam of incredible power. The ship's engines strained futilely against it as they were pulled toward the massive alien vessel. Continue broadcasting, Maya ordered, and activate the Corvin device. The device hummed to life in her hands, projecting symbols into the air that matched those they'd seen in the underground chamber. Almost immediately, the traction beam released them. A voice responded over their communication system, harsh, mechanical, and clearly translated by some kind of algorithm. Human vessel, you possess Corvin technology. Explain. Maya took a deep breath. We discovered a Corvin outpost on the planet below. They communicated with us briefly and provided this device as a means of identification. The Corvins are extinct, the voice replied flatly. You have discovered valuable technology. You will surrender it immediately. Maya's mind raced. The Corvin had warned her about others seeking keys and had mentioned something called the hegemony. Was this them? She made a decision. We would be happy to discuss sharing our findings, but the device was given to us by a living Corvin representative, not found as an artifact. They specifically stated that they sought alliance with humanity. Silence. Then, impossible. Deception. The hegemony does not tolerate deception. The ship's sensors blared warnings as the alien vessel's energy readings spiked dramatically. "They're charging weapons," Ortega reported grimly. Maya held the Corvin device firmly, running her fingers over its geometric surface. There had to be more to it than just an identification beacon. The Corvin wouldn't have given her something useless. As if responding to her thoughts, the device reconfigured itself in her hands, extending tendrils that wrapped gently around her wrist and forearm. Information flooded her mind. Coordinates, protocols, technical specifications. "Raj," she said urgently, "input these jump coordinates exactly." "Commander, our FTL drive isn't rated for in-system jumps," he protested. "It is now," she replied with sudden certainty. The Corvin device was interfacing with the ship's systems, upgrading them in real time. "Do it." As the hegemony vessel fired its first salvo, the Pathfinder vanished in a flash of light that shouldn't have been possible with human technology. They reappeared in orbit around a small rocky moon at the edge of the Proxima Centauri system. "What just happened?" Dr. Washington demanded. Maya looked down at the device, now partially merged with her arm. "I believe we just got upgraded, and I think I know where we need to go next." The device was showing her something incredible, a network of ancient Corvin outposts spread across the galaxy, one of which was in Earth's solar system, hidden beneath the surface of Mars. And according to the data streaming into her mind, it contained something the hegemony would destroy worlds to possess. The fate of Earth now rested on their next move. The Proxima Protocol. The journey back to Earth took 3 months instead of the expected 8 years. The Corvin device had completely integrated with the Pathfinder systems, enhancing their propulsion capabilities beyond anything human science had achieved. Maya spent those months absorbing the knowledge the device fed directly into her mind. The history of the Corvins, their ancient war with the hegemony, and humanity's unexpected role in a galactic struggle that had been going on for millennia. "We're approaching lunar orbit," Raj announced as Earth came into view, a blue-green jewel against the blackness of space. Maya nodded, her expression grim. "Open a channel to UNSC headquarters. Priority Alpha." The response was immediate. "Pathfinder, this is General Santos. Your sudden appearance has caused quite a stir. We weren't expecting you back for years. Care to explain how you're here and why you've got half the command staff losing sleep?" "General, we need to implement the Proxima Protocol immediately," Maya stated. There was a pause. "The what protocol?" "Check your secure database, sir. It should have been uploaded when we entered the system." Another pause, longer this time. When Santos spoke again, his voice had lost all casualness. "Commander Chen, you and your senior staff are ordered to quarantine at Lunar Base Alpha. A team will meet you there." Within 12 hours, Maya found herself in a secure conference room beneath the lunar surface, facing not just General Santos, but the entire United Earth Security Council. The Corvin device, now a permanent fixture on her left arm, had been examined by every scanner available to Earth science, with inconclusive results. "Let me be clear," said Counselor Zhao, the representative from the Asian Alliance. "You're claiming that an extinct alien species seeded Earth with life, another hostile alien power is on its way to our solar system, and that device on your arm contains information that could save humanity." "That's correct," Maya confirmed. "And the hegemony vessel we encountered will not be the last. Once they determine where we've gone, they'll follow. I estimate we have less than 6 months to prepare." "Prepare how?" demanded the European Federation representative. "If their technology is as advanced as you claim, what possible defense could we mount?" Maya activated the device, which projected a holographic display of Mars, then zoomed in to show a specific area of the southern hemisphere. "There's a Corvin installation here, far more extensive than the one we found on Proxima. It contains defensive technology, and more importantly, information about humanity that even we don't know." "What kind of information?" General Santos asked. "The Corvins didn't just seed Earth with basic life forms. They engineered failsafes into our planet's evolutionary path. Certain traits were encouraged: adaptability, cognitive flexibility, technological creativity. The Corvin I met called us an accident, but the data suggests we're more like an emergency contingency plan. Dr. Washington stood up. I've reviewed the biological data the device provided. It suggests that human DNA contains sequences that aren't random mutations, but purposeful insertions designed to activate under specific conditions. What conditions? Zhao asked. Contact with Corvin technology, Maya answered, raising her arm. This device isn't just giving me information. It's changing me at a genetic level, activating dormant sequences. And it can do the same for all of us. The room erupted in protests and questions. General Santos raised his hands for silence. You're suggesting we allow ourselves to be genetically modified by alien technology. That's beyond reckless, Commander. With respect, sir, it's our only chance for survival. The hegemony doesn't just conquer, they harvest. They strip planets of resources, including biological ones. To them, Earth is valuable primarily as a former Corvin Project world. The debate raged for days while Luna Base's sensors monitored the outer solar system for any sign of hegemony vessels. Earth's military forces were put on high alert, though Maya knew conventional weapons would be useless against the technology she'd glimpsed. On the fourth day, the decision came down to a single question posed by Counselor Nakamura of Oceania. Commander Chen, if you were in our position, would you trust this alien technology with the future of our species? Maya met his gaze steadily. Sir, I already have. The changes began in me the moment I accepted the device. I'm still human, but improved. Faster reflexes, enhanced cognition, accelerated healing. I'm what we were always meant to become. She rolled up her sleeve to reveal her arm, where the device had merged with her flesh. What had once been clearly alien technology now appeared almost like an intricate tattoo of geometric patterns just beneath her skin. I won't pretend to understand all of it yet, she continued. But I know the Corvins created us with potential they themselves lacked: biological adaptability. They were a species of pure logic and incredible technological advancement, but they couldn't evolve quickly enough to counter the hegemony's biological weapons. We can. As if on cue, the base's alarms blared. General Santos received an urgent communication, his face paling as he listened. A vessel matching the description of the hegemony ship has been detected passing Saturn's orbit, he announced. They've found us sooner than expected. Maya stood. Then we've run out of time for debate. The Mars installation contains a planetary defense system that can be activated, but only by humans who have integrated with Corvin technology. How many would it take? Santos asked, already calculating logistics. A team of 7, according to the data. The system requires specific genetic markers spread across the human population. I've identified the candidates from Earth's genetic database. Within hours, Operation Ascension was authorized. Maya led a team of 6 others, chosen not for their military experience, but for their unique genetic profiles, to the Martian surface. The Corvin device guided them to a location deep within Valles Marineris, where what appeared to be a natural rock formation slid away to reveal an entrance upon their approach. Inside, they found a vast complex that dwarfed the outpost on Proxima. At its center stood 7 pedestals arranged in a circle, each glowing with the same blue light they had seen before. Just like the data showed, Maya said. Each of us needs to take position at one pedestal. Dr. Eliza Washington, who had insisted on joining despite the risks, looked uncertain. And then what happens? Then we save Earth, Maya replied, taking her position at the central pedestal. As the 7 humans stood at their assigned stations, the room hummed with energy. From each pedestal, tendrils of light similar to those that had merged with Maya's arm extended toward them, seeking contact. Don't resist, Maya instructed. Accept the connection. One by one, the team members gasped as the tendrils touched them, merging with their bodies just as the device had done with Maya. Information flooded their minds, Not just data but awareness, a collective consciousness that linked them together and to the ancient Corvin network. Through this shared awareness, Maya sensed the hegemony vessel approaching Mars, detected smaller craft deploying toward the surface. They were hunting, searching for the very installation the humans now occupied. "They're coming," she informed the others, though speaking aloud was now almost redundant. "We need to activate the defense grid now." Together, their minds joined through the Corvin technology. They initiated sequences dormant for 50 millennia. Across Mars, ancient machinery stirred to life. On Earth, dormant Corvin technology buried deep beneath the surface awakened, connecting to form a planetary shield unlike anything humans had imagined possible. The hegemony forces landed on Mars just as the defense system came fully online. They breached the outer chambers of the installation, their biomechanical forms more insect-like than humanoid, weapons extending from modified limbs. Through the installation's sensors, Maya watched them approach. "They found us. We need more time for the Earth shield to fully deploy." The 7 humans, now more than human, made their decision as one. They would hold the central chamber, protect the system until Earth was safe. The knowledge flowing through them showed how to use the installation's defensive capabilities. The first wave of hegemony soldiers broke through to the central chamber to find not cowering humans, but 7 transformed beings controlling the very environment around them. Gravity shifted, trapping some invaders against walls. Others faced targeted electromagnetic pulses that disabled their weapons and disrupted their biomechanical systems. For 20 crucial minutes, they held the chamber against increasingly desperate assaults. The hegemony, realizing what was happening, redirected their main vessel toward Earth to strike before the shield could fully deploy. "The shield needs another 5 minutes, Maya communicated to the others. Raj, his consciousness now part of their collective, had another idea. "The installation has offensive capabilities too, if we redirect power from the secondary systems." As one, they executed his plan. From the Martian surface, a beam of concentrated energy lanced out, striking the hegemony vessel as it accelerated toward Earth. The shot wasn't enough to destroy it, but succeeded in damaging its propulsion systems, slowing its advance. Those crucial minutes were all Earth needed. The planetary shield flared to life, just as the crippled hegemony vessel came within striking distance. Its weapons, powerful enough to crack a planet's crust, dissipated harmlessly against the Corvin defense system. On Mars, the 7 transformed humans sensed the change in the hegemony forces. Confusion, then alarm. The enemy soldiers retreated, returning to their damaged mothership. Long-range sensors showed the vessel limping away from Earth orbit, retreating to the outer solar system. "Is it over?" Dr. Washington asked through their shared consciousness. Maya accessed the greater Corvin network, searching for answers. "No, this was just the first scout. The hegemony will return in greater numbers once they report what they found." "Then what was the point?" someone else asked. "We've only delayed the inevitable." Maya smiled as new information crystallized in her transformed mind. "No, we've done exactly what the Corvins planned. The defense system isn't just protective, it's a beacon." "A beacon for what?" Raj asked. As if in answer, the system displayed new data, signals emanating from Earth's shield, broadcasting across specific subspace frequencies. The signals carried complex information: Earth's location, humanity's genetic profile, and a simple message in the ancient Corvin language. "The seedlings have flowered. The key is active. The circle closes." It's calling the surviving Corvins, Maya realized. Wherever they've been hiding all these millennia, it's telling them it's safe to return. "And what happens when they do?" General Santos asked through the communication link from Luna Base. Maya accessed deeper layers of the Corvin data network, finally understanding the full scope of the ancient plan. "We join them as equals," she replied. "Not as their creation, but as their successors. The accident they never expected. A species with their knowledge, but also the biological adaptability they lacked." The defense of Earth was just the beginning. Humanity had taken its first step onto a galactic stage far larger and more complex than anyone had imagined. The planet once simply called Dirt would soon be known across the stars by another name. The world where two evolutionary paths, artificial design and natural selection, had created something entirely new, something that could stand against the hegemony and rebuild what had been lost. Maya Chen, first of the transformed humans, looked out at Mars' rusty landscape and then beyond to the stars where both allies and enemies waited. "Let them come," she said both to her team and to the listening Earth. "We'll be ready." The next chapter in humanity's story had begun.